bad news for the Phoenix Suns. All-star point guard Chris Paul is going to be out 6 to 8 weeks with an avulsion fracture in his right thumb, as reported by ESPN. Devin Booker talked about how the team will need to step up in his absence.
Obviously, you can't, not one person or two people can make up what he does on the court. So everybody just has to give in a little bit more. I got to be a louder speaker, a louder leader. So, you have to pick up everything. I can't pass the ball as well as him. None of us can. But we have to keep the ball popping, keep passing around, make sure everybody's involved. So there's a lot. I like him when he's out there.
The Suns have a plus-minus of 10.5 with Chris Paul on the floor. With him off the floor, that drops to a 4.2, a 6-point difference. Chris Paul currently holds the third best plus-minus in the NBA. Now, Jamarius, do you think that the Suns can hold on to the #1 seed without Chris Paul?
Absolutely not. And here's why I don't think so. I'm going to read you off a list of names, and you tell me if they can fill Chris Paul's role on this team while he's out. Cameron Payne.
No.
Elfrid Payton.
No.
Landry Shamet.
Nope.
Aaron Holiday.
Nah.
There's my point exactly. I don't think that, first of all, Cameron Payne is terrible. He is not a good backup point guard. He is only playing good because he has a leader in Chris Paul in front of him. If he was not there, we would not be saying, oh, Cameron Payne is someone decent. No, he's terrible. He's been terrible his whole career. So with him being put into the limelight on this roster alongside Devin Booker, who puts up 25 a game respectfully, but it's not going to be the same. He's not going to be able to get that because Chris Paul gets him those looks. And without Chris Paul, that team is going to go down the drain.
Yeah, I can sort of agree with you there, but I think that the Suns are going to still remain the top, if not one of the top seeds in the West. I think that Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton are just too lethal a duo. You got a big guy that can score and get rebounds, and you got Devin Booker.
First of all, we're talking about the DeAndre Ayton that they don't even want to re-sign. Is that the DeAndre Ayton we're talking about? And then on top of that, look at the Thunder, for example. Chris Paul was there, and as soon as he left, what happened to them? They fell off the map completely. Now they have 12 million first-round picks, and God knows how many lottery picks they're going to have in the next couple of years. So look, taking all that into consideration, and then looking at the rest of the roster, Torrey Craig, 6.5 points per game. Bismack Biyombo,
what a name,
who fell off the map completely after getting dunked on by Russell Westbrook in the middle of last season, is averaging 8 points and 6 rebounds as a big man. That's just not going to cut it. Jay Crowder, who everybody thought was going to have this big jump from last year, is only averaging 8 points. Torrey Craig, who they just got back, so I'll give him an exception. He's getting back into the rhythm. 6.5 points per game. There's just so many holes in this team now with Chris Paul gone that teams can just expose. So with all of that, I think they will drop down to at least the 4 seed.
Fair. I just believe in Devin Booker's scoring too much to. And
but
his
Devin Booker,
leadership,
he can only do so much. He can literally only do so much with a roster that's be above average, slightly above average.
Yeah.
So with all of that, I think that they're not going to stay in the 1 seed.
All right, fair enough. Thank you for watching SCTV3 on YouTube. For more sports coverage, be sure to subscribe as well as follow our socials at SCTV3 on Instagram and Twitter.